Hello, and welcome to today's masterclass. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Today, we're going to be talking about systems and automations, the key to earning passive income as a content creator or as a course creator. And I have to start by introducing myself. My name is Banke Adebayo, and I am a tech expert. I help online course creators set up their online courses on their membership site. I help them with all the tech supports that they need. That is basically what I do for a living. I'm also a course creator. I created my first course in 2017 and I have not looked back since then. So my intention today is to show you a couple of things that I have learned and to give you a couple of tips and tricks to help you to begin to earn passive income as a course creator. So right now I'm going to share my screen. I would like to show you um, I have to share my screen. So let me know if you can see my screen. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so we are going to go um, right. Welcome to this masterclass. If you're super excited to be here, let me know. I am so excited to be here, guys. We're going to talk about the key to earning passive income from your online course, being the systems and the automation. I am so interested in the systems and automation. It is something that is very important to me. I think it is vital to the growth of any online entrepreneur. Okay, so today we're going to quickly get into this. I don't want to take too much of the time, but I really want to ensure that we get value today. Okay, right. So the next thing I want to share quick objectives with you. Number one, we're going to know what passive income is and what it is not. We're also going to talk about the one thing that you're doing wrong with your online course creator, with your online course delivery rather. We're going to also talk about the three things you must do to create systems and to automate your online course delivery. I'm also going to share with you a very quick um, story about how I automate my online course delivery. So you're in the right place if you're interested in monetizing your knowledge, but you need tech support, okay? Or you're interested in any passive income and you don't know how to go about it. Or you're interested in automating your course delivery, or you are tired of being your content being stolen and you would appreciate systems and processes. So if this is you, then you are very welcome to today's masterclass. So I want you to type yes in the chat box if you're ready to end 2020 with a bang. I am ready. I am so ready to use the next 11 weeks that we have left in the year beautifully to ensure that I earn more passive income than I have ever earned before. Okay, so I'm going to quickly share my story with you. When I decided to monetize my knowledge in 2017, it was in response to people asking me if I could teach them to become virtual assistants. I eventually taught one student, but I taught her alone. Funny enough, I didn't realize at that time that what I did was called one-on-one coaching. And of course, I didn't pay properly. I didn't charge properly for that. However, I loved the experience. I love to teach. It is something that is very dear to my heart. But then I really earned a lot of money. Okay, so the next time I thought, let me put a few people together. Let me put a few people together, right? And then I moved it to WhatsApp, got a few people together to sign up. I was elated, but I had to send my content to the group. And I taught using voice notes. I wasn't quite satisfied with that system, and I knew there had to be a better way to do this. I actually remember this time because my eldest was hospitalized for she had tonsillitis and she was hospitalized. I had been in the hospital for about 3 to 4 days, and my mom came and was like, Banker, come, let me relieve you a little. So you might want to go home and at least sleep. I'll be here tonight so you can come back tomorrow. But that day happened to also be a day that I needed to deliver my course, okay, on WhatsApp. I was driving home in the traffic and I was delivering my voice notes. Why? I had been paid, right? People had paid me, they wanted to get their business running, they had paid to buy my course, and so I couldn't give an excuse. I had to show up. So I was elated that I got a few people together. I used WhatsApp, but then I had to send in my course content to the group, which means that I had to be actively delivering my course, and it wasn't working for me because there were times that I needed to be somewhere else and I couldn't be because it was important for me to um, deliver my course, right? So I wasn't quite satisfied with that system. I knew there had to be a better way to deliver my online course. So I moved on to Facebook groups. It was a fantastic experience. I didn't have the same experience that I had with WhatsApp because I had to send voice notes to WhatsApp and my content. And then shortly after, I began to see my content all over social media, especially Instagram, with no credit to me. It was one of the most painful things ever, to sit down and create content based on your expertise and your knowledge and your experience and have somebody just take it away from you, right? It's very, very painful. And so with Facebook groups, I didn't have the same issue. What I did was that I was able to use the units that Facebook groups gives people. It was a little more organized and all that, but there was something missing because a lot of people couldn't keep track of their classes. They couldn't keep up. They couldn't keep the pace, and they were delaying others. I was dedicated to ensuring that every single person got value for participating in this particular and in that particular course. However, I couldn't hold everybody by the hand. I knew that Facebook group was marginally better than WhatsApp or Telegram, but then it wasn't the ultimate. It wasn't the ultimate. So I took a step further and then I started using online course platforms, which is why we are here today. So what I'm going to start with is telling you what passive income is and what it is not. What passive income is and what passive income is not. Now, what passive income is? Passive income is money you earn in a way that requires little to no daily effort to maintain. Little to no daily effort to maintain. It's also called earning your money while you sleep, also known as sleep coins. So when you are earning passive income in the real sense of the word, you do not have to deliver your voice notes while driving in the traffic after you've been in the hospital for days. That is actively delivering your course. In that situation, you are no longer earning sleep coins. Now, what passive income isn't? It is not an enterprise in which a person is actively involved. In other words, for you to earn passive income in the real sense of the word, you have to be passive. Whatever it is you're doing, whether you're delivering a course or you are selling something, you do not, if you really want to say you're earning passive income, then it means you are not actively involved in every step of the way, especially in delivery. Okay? Now, the one thing you're doing wrong with your online course delivery, I'm going to tell you right now. Remember that I've had experiences and I know a lot of things that we're doing wrong. But what takes the cake is actively delivering your online course. That's the number one thing that you're doing wrong. When you choose to passively deliver your online course, every other thing that seems to be going wrong right now will fall into place. The one thing you're doing wrong in your online course delivery right now is actively delivering it. Actively delivering it is the one thing that you're doing wrong right now. So think about it. how tasking it is to show up personally to teach every single module in your course. So if your online course has 6 modules and 5 lessons per module, it means you have to show up 30 different times in order to deliver that course. If you were to calculate the hours it will take you to deliver those courses or those modules rather, then you would realize that you haven't really earned anything, right? You would only be earning passive income if you're able to deliver all these modules, all these lessons passively. Passively. So what happens if you can't show up? What happens if you have to attend your daughter's recital? What happens if you're indisposed? Or what happens if you're just plain busy? What would you do? If you're actively delivering your online course, what happens when life happens? What would you do? You will show up no matter what, because people paid for value and they expect to get value. People paid for value, and if your integrity is intact, you want to ensure that they get value, the value that they paid for. So you show up no matter what happens in your life, which is really not conducive. It is not a productive thing to do, right? So you want to ensure that you have systems and automations in place so that you do not have to show up to do your work. When people have paid to get value, they expect to get value, and you're able to deliver value every single time without actively doing anything. You know what is more painful? Seeing your fellow course creator less hurried just because she created a system that automates her course delivery so that she can show up without actually showing up. That's one of the most painful things. You are both course creators, but she has the time to work with her done for you clients. She has more time to work with her one-on-one coaching clients. But you are so tied up delivering your low cost, your low ticket item, your low cost course, right? You're delivering everything, every module, every lesson actively. Nothing could be more painful than that. Okay? So passive, not active. Passive income, not active. When you want to earn passive income, you cannot be actively working on something and say you're earning passive income from it. Now, 3 things you must do to create systems and automations in your business. 3 things that you must do to, to create systems and automations in your business. Number one, you need to create a system that allows you to do all the work once and for all. Create a system that allows you to do the whole work once and for all and continually earn from it. Remember, I said your income has to be passive and not active. If you're actively doing something to earn a certain income, then it is no longer a passive income. In order to continually earn a passive income, you have to do the work once and for all, and then you continue to earn from it. So the 3 things you must do, okay, in your online course delivery is to, one, create a system that allows you to do the work once and for all. Number two, automate your course sign up and delivery system by using an online course platform, a payment processor that automatically enrolls every successful payment. Now, think about this. I cannot count the number of times that I have gone to bed and woken up to credit alerts. Why? Somebody went to my sales page, purchased my online course, was able to pay me, was automatically enrolled, and has access to his or her course, and I was asleep. So the second thing you need to do is to automate this process. And you cannot automate this process if you're still using WhatsApp, you're still using Telegram, you're still using Facebook groups. This process cannot be automated. The only way to automate this process is to sit down and use an online course platform and a payment processor that automatically enrolls every successful payment. Okay? Now, the third thing you want to do is to set up an ad that drives traffic to your sales page, where purchase can be made, students can be auto-enrolled, and content accessed even when you are asleep. So basically set up an ad that drives traffic to your sales page so that number two can happen. So that the course sign up and the delivery system is automated and every successful payment is automatically enrolled. So you need to set up an ad. When you now do this, it's able to set up an ad. Imagine how tedious it will be to set up an ad and 5 people from your ad are able to purchase, and then you have to manually enroll them, or you now have to manually deliver the course to them, or you have to keep them waiting until a certain time, until you have a certain number of people, or you go add them to a WhatsApp group to deliver your course out there. That is not earning passive income. So in order to earn passive income, you have to set an ad running and set that ad and go to sleep. So what the ad does will be to drive traffic to your sales page. And then when people get there, they choose to make a decision. If they make a decision on your sales page, then they can purchase. And when they have purchased, they can be auto-enrolled and they can choose to access your course content, and you could be asleep. You could be 12 hours away from them, and while they are doing all this, you are asleep, and all you do is wake up to what? That's all you do. You wake up to the money. You wake up to the money. You wake up to the money. Now that is passive income. That is earning income without actively doing anything. I don't know if this sounds like you, if you're excited as I am. I've been earning passive income for a while, but just talking about it excites me the more, right? It's fantastic. Now I'm going to tell you a quick story about how I automated my online course delivery. What I do with my online course is that I have a course platform that I worked on and I have created for DIY course creators that is super fantastic. What I did was that my online course is a three-in-one. My online course is a three-in-one platform that allows you to have a website. It allows you to have a sales page. It also allows you to host your online courses. And the most fantastic thing about it is that it integrates with Paystack, which is a Nigerian processor. Now, let me tell you my quick story. The story is that when I began to know about online course platforms um, as a course setup expert myself, I have known about all these platforms. However, because of my location here in Nigeria, I had limitations. So Thinkific and Teachable, for instance, I think the lease is about $37 a month, right, to pay to use them. At that time, it probably would have made a little sense for me if I could get paid on those platforms. But those platforms do not integrate with Paystack. And so I couldn't get paid because I don't have PayPal, right? I don't have Stripe. And so what happened was I had to use those paid platforms, but I couldn't auto-enroll my clients. I couldn't auto-enroll my students, which meant that I couldn't send ads to it because I had to manually do this. I got very tired of this and created a solution called the ARM 3-in-1 platform. Now that platform has a website, it has funnels, and then now has a course platform that integrates with Paystack. So what happens is I now created an ad that drives traffic to my sales page. And when anybody clicks pay now, Wow. So sorry about that, um, Chika. Hi, Chika. Sorry about that. You couldn't hear a thing. Oh, okay. So I'm going to have to tell that story all over again. Oh, all right. So thank you for that feedback. I appreciate that. So I was telling a story about how I automated my online course delivery. When I started my online course, my business helping online course creators set up their membership sites. Of course, I was acquainted with Kajabi and Thinkific and Teachable. I think the list of them is about $37 a month. But the problem that I had the most was that I couldn't use their payment processors. They use payment processors like PayPal and Stripe that we can't use here in West Africa. And that was the problem because most of my audience are domiciled here in West Africa. So what I chose and decided to do was to look for a platform, to create my own platform to help me to host my online course so that I can be able to automate it. Now, what happens with my business is that if you get to my sales page, you can click on the link and make a purchase using Paystack. You can choose to pay in Naira, pay in dollars, and then you get automatically enrolled and can access your course. And it could be 12 hours away and I'm asleep. Now, it doesn't get better than that. Now, this particular platform that I use integrates with Paystack. And of course, it's a one-off purchase, so I don't pay subscriptions anymore. I just purchase it for $197, and then that is all. Integrated with PayPal, Paystack, and I now run my ads to it. And I have my own online course platform that protects my content, that makes it easy for my course for people who signed up for my course to access their content. It also makes it easy for them to work at their pace, right? And it's like the best, it's a cherry on the top of the cake. And it's the best experience ever to be able to earn sleep points, to go to bed and somebody goes through your process, somebody goes to Instagram, for instance, finds you, clicks the link in your bio, purchases your online course, okay, or heads onto your sales page, clicks on the buy now button, pays you, and gets automatically enrolled into the course, and they can start working. All this while this was happening, you were sleeping. It is something that I have done for the last 18 months, and I can no longer keep silent about it because every day I see my fellow course creators using WhatsApp, using Telegram, using Facebook to manually deliver their courses, and they are not earning passive income in the real sense of the word. I'm quickly going to show you what my course platform looks like. It is a 3-in-1. It's called ARM 3-in-1 No Hassle platform. It means you have a web page. This is what the web page looks like. It's totally customizable. You can customize the logo, you can customize the color. It's actually designed like a template, and so all you just do is that you can basically just edit and put your content, put your courses here, put your about me here, you know, your logo and everything here, and you have your course ready to go. You can even link your Instagram, and this is your website. Now on the back end, I'm going to share with you guys at a later date what the inner side looks like, but you can set up your online course and it will work perfectly. So you don't want people to have access to all the content at a go, you can do that. You want them to have access to all at a go, you can do that. You want your content to be video, you can do that. You want it audio, you can do basically anything you want with this platform, and it's a fantastic platform. It is for a one-off purchase of $197, which means you do not have to pay every month to use this platform. It doesn't get any better than that, right? That is how I have automated my online course delivery. That is what I use, and I have used it for the last 1.5 years. It's been exclusive to me alone, but now I have made it available to the public. Now the question is, automate systems. Now you're beginning to think this is a lot of tech. Tech, tech, tech. You are worried about it. So this, my apologies for this. I'm just going to quickly read one of my mentors she's so dear to me, which is why I'm bringing out her testimonial. Let's read this. Our Banker's creativity and resourcefulness and harnessing every possible technical know-how to bypass limitations we faced while customizing the membership site to serve our rather unusual model exceeded my expectations. Overall, I am satisfied and will be working with Banker on several other projects. She knows her onions. I will not only recommend her for good service, great customer relationship, good technical know-how, and good pricing, but for her professionalism, her warmth, and her patience. This is Debola Dejikumi from Immerse Inner Coaching. If you know DDK, you know she's a fantastic person. I'm reading this out so that you can know that I'm not just one random person who has just created the course in the past. I actively help online course creators set up their course platforms. So when it comes to the tech that has to do with your courses, with delivering your online course, trust me, I have got you covered. Okay, I know my onions and I know what I am doing. I just want to quickly make sure that I am recording this. Okay, yes, it's being recorded. Thank you. Okay, so as a tech expert who sets up courses and membership platforms for a living, trust me, I've got you covered. Thank you, Chika. I appreciate the feedback. I have got you covered. I know my tech when it comes to courses and membership platforms. Okay, and that is why I have given you those tips ahead. Now, I created the course launch workshop to help DIY, which is do-it-yourself course creators, to navigate tech, to create systems, and to automate the course delivery system based on my wide experience as a course creator and also a course launch expert. So I am bringing all my tech knowledge to the table. I'm bringing my expertise to the table, and I'm helping DIY. When I say DIY, I mean course creators who want to do it themselves, probably because that's what you can do, or because it's a budget, you are on a budget, right? This is the best that you can do. I've been there and I understand the need to be able to do that, right? So I have created the course launch workshop for people like you and I. Now, the course launch workshop is a 4-week course workshop for DIY course creators, where I will hold your hand through the process of creating your own online course and creating systems and automating it so that you can earn passive income. Passive income is what I am particular about. You can join the course launch workshop for $47 only, and it will be open for I am back, and there will be a recording, and the recording won't have all these pauses. So the network is pretty bad today. My apologies. So I'm just going to quickly go back to where I was so that we can please round this up. Okay. Right. So I was talking about the course launch workshop, which would be available for enrollment for the next 10 days at $47. For the next 4 days at $47. Then let me tell you what is in this course launch workshop. For this course launch workshop, we would have 4 lesson modules, each of them covering 4 important aspects of the course launch process. The first one is the how to package and design your online course. Number 2 is course platforms explained and demystified. Number 3 is the checkout pages and payment processors. And number 4 is the sales and the marketing. That basically covers everything that you need. You're also going to have 6 video tutorials. These video tutorials teach you or show you how to use some specific tools or software that I have recommended for you to use to set up your online course. It also has 2 coaching calls in the course of 4 weeks, which is going to be 1 hour each. We're going to have 4 weekly live Q&A sessions in the dedicated Facebook group. I have loads and loads of bonuses for you. I have email prompts. I have loads and loads of things actually. I have email prompts. I have a checklist. I have mock-ups. As you can see, this is a mock-up here showing my course. I have mock-ups for you that you can just edit in Canva. I have email prompts. Yes, I do have some swipe files. I have a sales page template for you guys that you can upload to your website, either Divi or Elementor templates. They are both available for you. It is power packed. It has everything that you need to launch your online course as a professional for $47 only. For $47 only, and it will be closing on the 25th of October. It will be only be available for 10 days only. So if this sounds like you, I want you to visit the course launch workshop.com.ng to sign up today. Trust me, when you get there, you will just click on the link, sign up, and you are auto enrolled, and we will begin on the 25th of October 2020. So thank you for hanging in there with me. I really, really appreciate you. I hope you got value. I hope you've been able to identify the one thing you're doing wrong. I gave you 3 different things that you need to do to be able to automate your course delivery. If you have any questions, I want you to send me a message. You can send me a message on support@courslaunchworkshop.com.ng or banker@bankeadebayo.com, or you can also visit my Instagram page. I am Banker Adebayo if you have further questions. So thank you very much for hanging in there with me. I appreciate it. Thank you. And I hope to see you in the course launch workshop. Stay blessed.